5 months ago, me and Alex lost everything in the Great Yukon. Now we're back with revenge. We have a $5 million loan above our heads and a thrive to get 2,500 ounces by the end of the year. Will we succeed? Will we fail? Find out in today's episode. P.S. Thank you to Gilbert for hosting. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is another July day here on the gold mine, and we are getting so ever close to the $5 million gold mine, and we have a lot of stuff in front of us today. So, one thing we have to do today is we have to move a lot of our stuff, including the wash plants, which actually we've already moved most of it, actually. So, pretty much we just got to move the wash plant and, of course, the water pump. We did go ahead and release the Volvo that we had a while back. Released it from the guy who owned it. Of course, right now, it looks pretty good in shape, and we got to get this entire wash plant tore down and moved up the hill. I'm not necessarily worried about the actual wash plant parts because these coming down into 3 parts. I'm worried about the conveyor. That's a long conveyor to be taking up that mountain. I don't know how we're going to do it to get it up there on the other side where we have the part ready to go. So we'll talk to these boys, see what they're ready to do, and see how we're going to get that conveyor up there. How's it going, boys?
Not too bad, Nate. What about you?
Oh, going pretty good. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get that conveyor belt up on top of that mountain.
That's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
You're the brains behind the operation, so that's on you to figure that one out.
Oh, yeah. Well, good to see you back, insurance claim. Good to see you back.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like,
It's been a few.
where you been at, man?
I took a holiday with the paycheck that I didn't get, so.
Oh.
Nate, I see we have the big X back.
Yep, we are only leasing it for right now, but we are going to use it to tear down the wash plant to get it up there. I'm not necessarily worried about tearing everything down and getting it put on the trucks. I'm more worried about going up the hill with everything.
Yeah, that conveyor belt's not going to be fun, bro.
We'll see what we have to do. We'll get it up there one way or another. But first things first, we need to get this we need to get, well, not that. We need to get everything pretty much undone on it first.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get the wheel loader over here and loading stuff up.
All right, 10-4.
All right, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And we now have the conveyor belt out of the way, so now it shouldn't take us too long to get that over there tore down. All right, boys, let's go ahead and get the drills out. And, of course, the impacts. Let's go ahead and get this thing tore down and make sure she's folded up. Hey, pull forward. Pull forward a little bit. There you go. First one's locked. Don't tear that up the mountain yet. Just go get the other one. There we go. All righty, go ahead.
All right, everything's loaded up.
So
We ain't got a low boy out for that.
I think since it's not that far, we're just going to drive that up. Whoa, boys, don't be just taking off yet. Let's get this up there first. Then we'll take the trucks up slowly but surely. Please make sure, boys, y'all have yourselves in first gear.
Yep.
Low and slow, boys. Low and slow. All right, I'll made up, no problems.
Oh, yeah, I'm actually impressed with this old Cummins swap. She's a little bit of a beast.
All right, let's head down the road, buddy.
That sounds good. Strap in, strap in.
I know, we're letting you drive.
Oh, shoot.
Can't even make it over the bridge without getting in a wreck.
Oh, man, there's a big divot in front of where you have to drive up, okay?
Wow. Insurance claim really making a name for itself out here, boys.
Oh, boy.
All right, we got to stay hooked up, ready to go.
All right, I'm jumping in the wheel loader.
This is going to be fun to watch.
Oh, I might have to push him up.
Oh, there's a really good chance. Oh my goodness.
You ain't making this corner.
But say, keep pushing.
Oh, I'm giving her all she's got. All right, I got to get reset. You got up and around the corner from me.
Hey, the fact that we've made it this far is a miracle. Come on, get reset. Let's go. Lower it, lower it, lower it, lower it, lower it. Let it go.
Yeah, we're up.
We're not there yet.
Nate is not making it over that bridge. I can tell you that much now.
Oh, yeah, he will. Trust me, he'll make it.
There we go, boys. Now we just got one problem.
You gotta get turned around.
Yeah, we gotta turn this thing around.
Not necessarily. So here's what I'm thinking. We go ahead and we get this all set in place, and then we'll just basically take that and just set it right where it needs to go.
I don't know about you boys, but that looks like it's working.
That looks like money.
There we go. Just gonna simply lift her on up. Now we did of course rent this as well. This is a dozer that's meant to lift up this kind of stuff. Dozer slash crane. Alrighty, so we just got this water pump put into place. We should be good there. They're backing the crane out of the hole. Now we do have a little bit of an issue that we're going to fill in, and that's going to be this right here. Maybe fill this in like right here in this area. Get this on out of the way so that we can get up and down here a little bit easier. We are going to be using rock truss to be able to fill this. So right now what we're thinking is, much as I hate to say, we only need one wheel loader up here. because you're not going to be able to maintain 2 wheel loaders up here in this small area. So right back here in this area ish, and that area right there is where we're going to put the rocks and all that stuff in the dirt. Same with like right here, we'll bring it from back there all the way up here and load it directly into there. Now we are going to be blocking up this road, I do know, sadly, that, but you got a rock slide down there, rock slide up there. We should be fine there. Anyway, we look at it, them boys are looking like they ready to rock and roll. I know I am definitely getting ready myself too. I'm just trying to go over and make sure everything is ready with the wash plant. So our next step, of course, will be our next step will be, of course, getting the pay dirt into the wash plant. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have $4 million to our name, and it is not enough money to go ahead and continue on doing what we're doing.
All right. So it looks like we're starting to finally throw some dirt, huh, Nate?
Yep, getting the first few loads ready to rock and roll. I hate insurance claim had to go home early. Can't say this is not as pretty up here, but I think he'll do the job for right now.
Yeah. All I'm really worried about is if it pays. If everything goes the way that it went on the test pan, it should pay pretty good.
Yep, letting get my $1 million and get out of here. Alrighty, so far we've actually been doing a pretty good job of loading these trucks. We've been staying up with them somewhat. It's a little hard to stay up with them when you're moving this much dirt and it's this close. But for right now, we're doing pretty decent at it. I'm actually about to have one of them boys, I think, take over this so I can run the wheel loader for a little bit. So far, everything is perfectly fine, and I don't really see a whole lot wrong with what we're doing. As long as we kind of stay making this kind of room up, and we are in a nice good little bit of gold, we should be hitting our promised land here pretty soon. So far, the number one issue I keep running into is just knowing that I have to watch out for the wash plant behind me, because if you hit that, you're gonna break something. Make sure I'm watching for this thing in front of me, and then the thing behind me, which is the conveyor. If you don't watch out for all of it, and look at how close I'm having to get to it all, just to make sure that I have plenty of room to back up, scoop the dirt, and throw the dirt. I'm not the happiest in the world about this situation. Now, we've already talked to the other boys, and they're not too sure like I am. Are we going to be able to or not put 2 wheel loaders on this thing at one time? I think we're not going to be able to at all. Alex jumps up and down and says that he thinks we will. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one to tell. I can say this, I'm definitely surprised on how well everything moved over here and the fact that we're able to get everything set up pretty easily. Our next big step will be, of course, hoping we make how much money we need to honestly make so that we can hopefully go through the rest of this season and finish this one up strong, and then go into next season with even stronger goals. Alrighty, we got enough backlog in here. Time to go ahead, hit the button, turn her on. There we go. She's on. Looking pretty good, looking good, looking good. The wash plant's on, everything's running. Got some debris coming off from that dirt up there, but that's fine. I do love the way that this system is set up. It is set up where the top part washes the rocks, all that fun stuff goes down. Then you get like your extra rocks and water and stuff like that. It's just, in my opinion, it's set up great. Alrighty, so we sent one of the guys to town to go ahead and pick up a normal conveyor belt. And now we have that running in there, so it's a constant stream of pay dirt always going inside the conveyor. On top of that, then we are going to be using this right here also to help out. Since we can't have 2 of these going, we might as well have something else there helping out push pay dirt up there. And what's better than this right here, the conveyor belt? Because honestly, it's moving pay dirt. Now, I'm probably still moving more pay dirt than it, but it's still moving enough pay dirt to make it count. All right, boys, I'm finally caught up to y'all, and we got 33,000 liters of concentrate.
Nice. Wait till you see the dent we put in over here.
Oh, it's got to be some kind of dent, because I've been moving some kind of pay dirt. Especially since we got this new conveyor belt over here moving the dirt. We are looking fine.
Fine as red wine.
Oh, yeah. Hey, boys, let's go ahead and start shutting her down. Make these last buckets.
All right, I'll finish off this truck, and then I'll be heading over that way.
10-4, 10-4. Yeah, final one. Go ahead and turn that button off. And we should be good to go there. Alright, as simple as can be. Just gotta load the buckets sewn up into here. There's 1 bucket. There's 2 buckets. And then there's 3. Alright, I'm gonna head down to the washroom, boys.
We got 3 buckets of concentrate out of that?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. And I really don't feel like we ran that hard.
I think the pay dirt says otherwise.
Yeah, I'm leaning a lot more towards the pay dirt. So, Nate,
Yeah?
we did it.
Yeah, I see that. So we're paying the loan off first, right?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and submit that payment.
Now we're broke again, Nate.
Broke? I see $39,000 in our banking account. And on top of seeing $39,000 in my banking account, you know what else I see? I have a wash plant. I have a bunch of rock trucks, excavators, land. I have everything I need. Good luck, Alex.
Oh,
You're fired, by the way.
you can't fire your partner.
Well, there's a reason your name was never on the land.
That's fine. I'm here at the bank. I can double check that and make sure.
Now get your butt back to the mine. And we need to hurry up and get this stuff done because I'm ready to go home to a place where I can actually make money.